Welcome back. Today, we are putting together the ultimate sales playbook. Seriously, we've dug into 5 absolutely unbeatable strategies, pulling from sales geniuses and, believe it or not, some of the best movie scenes out there, to give you a set of plays you can use for pretty much any situation. So, let's just start with the one question that every single salesperson faces, right? How do you win when you're not supposed to? I mean, whether you're about to make a dreaded cold call, you're facing down some giant competitor, or you feel like you don't even have a market to sell to, having the right play can change the entire game. Okay, let's dive into our first play. This is the most fundamental one. It's all about how you kick off a sales conversation without instantly making the other person put up a wall. Because let's be real, if you lose them in that first minute, the sale is already over before it's even begun. Sales expert Troy Harrison makes this amazing point. The first 3 questions you ask should have nothing to do with what you're selling. Instead, you ask these. First up, how did you come to be in this position? I mean, who doesn't love to tell their own story? Then you follow up with, what is your favorite thing about this job? This just shows you're actually interested in them as a person. And finally, why do your company's customers buy from you? You see, they're totally non-threatening, they're open-ended, and they're all about building a real connection and getting crucial info before their guard ever goes up. All right, now that we have that foundation, let's build on it with our second play. This one is designed for that classic David versus Goliath situation. And this strategy, it comes straight from the movie Air. And it is an absolute masterclass in how an underdog can completely outsmart the giants in the room. So picture this. It's 1984. Nike is a nobody in the basketball world, and they are desperate to sign this rookie named Michael Jordan. The problem? He wants to sign with the big guys, Converse or Adidas. So their scout, Sonny Vaccaro, goes to Michael's mom, who's really the one in charge, and makes this incredibly bold bet. Now, this is where Sonny just completely flips the script. Instead of talking about how great Nike is, he gives Michael's mom ammunition, questions that are designed to poke holes in his competitor's biggest weaknesses. He tells her, when you talk to Converse with all their superstars, just ask them how Michael is ever going to stand out. Then he tells her to ask Adidas, the brand Michael actually wants, hey, who's in charge here? Because he knows their leadership is a total mess. So after planting these seeds of doubt, Sonny knows exactly what her next logical question is going to be. He's ready for it. He's got to be prepared for her to turn the tables on him. He's just laid the perfect trap, and this question is the final piece that's about to spring it. And boom, here's the payoff. Sonny has this powerful, prepared, and deeply personal answer ready to go. He's not calling from some corporate office. He's literally at her house. He's not selling a shoe. He's selling his unshakable belief in her son. It's a total slam dunk that makes the impersonal pitches from the big companies just fall flat. Okay, for our third play, we're going to turn to Better Call Saul for a really profound strategy. What do you do when you're not just the underdog, but you feel like you have no market at all? Well, the answer isn't to sell harder. It's to sell differently. And this gets us to a brilliant concept from the business guru Peter Drucker. You create a customer. This is exactly what Jimmy McGill does when he's stuck working in a totally dead cell phone store with 0 customers. Instead of trying to sell to the same old people who aren't showing up, he decides he's going to find a whole new type of buyer. He pivots hard. He stops talking about cell phones based on features, data plans or roaming, all that standard tech stuff. Instead, he starts selling them based on one single powerful benefit for a new and very specific audience. He starts selling privacy. And he does it with this simple hand-painted sign. This phrase completely reframes the product. It's not a phone anymore, it's a burner. It's a tool for untraceable communication. And just like that, he's attracting this whole new customer base that values that one benefit more than anything else. All right, our fourth play. This is a true pro move. This is about getting so far ahead of your client that you actually tackle their biggest fears and their objections before they even get a chance to say them out loud. It's called the 8-mile principle. And yeah, it's named after those rap battles in the Eminem movie. You win by taking away all your opponent's ammunition before they can use it. You say everything they could possibly say about you first, which leaves them with absolutely nothing left to attack you with. Chris Do tells this incredible story about being on the receiving end of this. A salesperson called him and right away just laid out every single one of Chris's unspoken worries. That hiring someone takes too long, it costs too much money, and that he's not even sure the service actually works. By doing that, the salesperson instantly showed they were an expert and built this incredible foundation of trust. And for our final play, we are back with Better Call Saul for what is honestly the most advanced technique on our list. This is how you take your competitor's absolute greatest strength and, with a masterful pivot, you turn it into their biggest liability. So here's the showdown. You've got this massive law firm, HHM, trying to win back a huge client, Mesa Verde, from this brilliant solo lawyer, Kim Wexler. HHM's top lawyer, Chuck McGill, starts his pitch not by attacking Kim, but by praising her. He agrees with everything the client already thinks is great about her. And this is where the magic pivot happens. Chuck agrees. Yes, Kim is the future. But then he so cleverly reframes what the future means. It's exciting, sure, but it's also inexperienced. He positions his stale, old-fashioned firm as the one that's obsessed with the boring, tedious, but unbelievably important details that a sharp, young, future eye just might miss. And here is the final blow. Chuck praises his opponent, you won't find a better, while at the same time using his own firm's size, its huge team, its deep resources, to position them as the only safe choice. He's basically saying, she's amazing, but your needs are just too big for one person to handle alone. It is a devastatingly effective move. So there you have it, 5 incredibly powerful, totally actionable plays. Now you have a strategy for opening a conversation, for disarming your competitors, for creating whole new markets, for tackling objections head-on, and even for turning a rival's greatest strength into their biggest flaw. This is your new playbook. So that really just leaves us with one final question to think about. Looking at these 5 strategies, which one can you put into practice like tomorrow? Which play are you going to run first? Thanks for joining us for this explainer.